Welcome again to our channel, Top Talks for Better Living. I'm Kukwana Elder. As I said on the previous video that I haven't been recording because I'm so busy with sports at the moment. So my name has changed to Coach Elder because everybody here calls me Coach. Hey, Coach. When I go this side, hey, Coach. So you can still find me as Coach Elder or Kukwana Elder. So welcome again. This is part 2 of my pacemaker journey. I want to talk about what to expect after the pacemaker. I was asking myself, will I be able to run again? Will I wake up in theater? You've got all these things. And then you know what scared me most when I was approaching 64. My grandson was asking people, the family were having dinner. He said, oh, do you know next week Kukwana will be 64? And then they say, yeah, we know. And then he said, oh, I hope she survives. Oh my, because these kids think the older you become, the possibilities of you surviving are very limited. And I ask myself so many questions. It will be sort of reassuring, for someone to learn what to expect after the pacemaker. When I was transferred from emergency ward to cardiac unit, and then before I know, I was seen by the consultant with his team. They tell me that we have already booked you the session in theater to have a pacemaker. So you should expect all this explanation, So it's up to you to ask questions, We've got these things of afraid to ask doctors about our fears, about what to expect after. Even myself, I didn't ask all those things. But that was the right time for me to have asked what is the procedure, what are the leads, how will this thing work, and all stuff like that. So please, if you get yourself in this condition, ask the doctor, and don't be afraid. Sometimes these junior doctors, they are so stressed. They've got a lot of work that is hard for them to really explain things, So you just feel like maybe you are too much. So, but you have got a right to ask your doctor what will happen, your fears and everything, so that they explain to you. I asked if I should eat. So they say, yeah, you can eat. But I was like, I won't eat. What if I vomit there? So I rather stop. So then they told me that they will do it under local anesthesia. They said they will just inject around the area here and make it numb. They will cut and put the coin under the skin. Ask anything about your fears. Don't be afraid to ask. This is your health. About 30 minutes before someone came to clean me up, right? Because you're going to theater, theaters are aseptically clean. So they washed the area. They did some x-rays again and some ECGs again before I go to theater. So when I go to theater, I found these doctors, everybody, then they were so nice, I love my surgeon. She was just young and dark beauty. She was, I really liked her. So, and all the team was very nice. Everybody was explaining themselves. So, I'm in the theater table now. In front of me, there is a screen to see them how they do the procedure. It was so scary. They cover you with clothes, but they open a piece for you to see. And then the monitor was monitoring my pulse. I kept on watching at it. I said, oh, I wonder when will it come up. It's still 30. It's still 30. And so they inject the local anesthesia, right? And then they cut under the skin, and they put that coin in there. And then they connect the leads with my heart, as they said before. You know, it was amazing. Didn't take very long. Actually, the longest part of the procedure was like preparation, cleaning again. They really cleaned me, yo. So I kept watching the screen, keep watching the screen. I was wondering, God, when is it coming at least higher than 30? Or is it coming 40? So immediately the doctor said, oh, connected, telling the anesthetist. And the anesthetist said, yes, everything is fine. When I look, heart rate was 72. Eee! I nearly jumped off the theater table. So they closed the incision, and then they put a very big bandage around here. So in the ward I got educated, they said I need to master two big things, which is prevent infection on this wound and prevent dislodgement of the coin. Okay, number one, I leave the big bandage in situ for 48 hours. You know, this is a heart, is very precious thing. You do not want to mess with the heart with infection or anything like that, right? I need to keep this place so dry, because if water gets into the bandage there, as the wound is still fresh, it can rot off and then get infected and will be in trouble. It's another story that we don't want to see. So this bandage have to stay for 10 days. After 10 days, I have to take it out and then leave the place open. There won't be any need to take out the sutures because are absorbable. So I just keep it, wash it with soap and water and leave it to dry. So the issue of mobility, why that they said this is made for the coin. If it keeps moving, that disturbed embedment, because it have to embed on my tissues so that it stays still and the leads shouldn't move around. Same with the heart. They say I shouldn't lift the hand up like this, higher than my head or higher than the shoulder. So it should stay like this. Some people are using slings for the first 48 hours so that it doesn't move. I'm not allowed to lift things, heavy things, because it will dislodge the coin. I shouldn't lift, I shouldn't move other way and all stuff like that. Yeah. So I just exercise like this, actually, this side, this arm, I leave it alone until I go for checkup. So I exercise this and my legs, anything that doesn't affect the movement of this. So I do it in bed. Maybe I will go like this, or like this, or like this. Oh, it's so hard. Hey, I love that word because I got to be bathed. My friends are bathing me every day. Yeah. They take turns, one in the morning, one in the evening. And when I don't wash dishes, I don't clean, I'm a patient, strict bed rest. But I do my own things just to keep movement, to avoid embolisms and stuff like that. Right? About pain, I was in so much pain, but it was so controlled because they kept giving me some painkillers, paracetamol, every 4 hours, not waiting for me to complain of pain. So I just learned that after taking, I just kept on so dizzy after taking those tablets. I wasn't aware it's them. And vomiting, I was scared that this thing is not right, I was vomiting, I couldn't eat. How? So they would take me for x-ray, everything was fine. They checked, the neuro checks, everything was fine. Only to find that the problem was the tramadol tablet that they were giving me for pain. My body didn't like it. So they stopped that, and then when stopped it, I was fine. And then after that, came this doctor with this other machine. She did ECG, she said she just want to check if everything is fine and the coin is in the right position and the leads, and they program it according to my lifestyle, and they did ECG again. And before that, before they discharged me, they let me go for x-ray again. So yeah, that was that. That's what you should expect. And before I leave the hospital again, so the doctor came and explained to me. They gave me the pamphlet to tell me about how to care for myself, everything, the numbers, what numbers to call. If I experience 1, 2, 3, 4, I should contact. If I do this and this, I should do this and this. It's just informative pamphlet, and an appointment again to come back to the same hospital for checkup in 6 weeks' time. So they say it's very advisable to go to the same hospital where you had the pacemaker for recheck for the first time. And after that, they said the battery on the pacemaker, it will be changed every 10 years. So I don't have to worry about anything. Woo! It's a long story. So I asked that, so what if my battery get flat and stuff like that? So they told me all the signs to watch for infection, if I get too hot, if I get sweating, if I see the oozing there, all these problems. If the wound doesn't heal, I should really see the doctor or call the number on there. And if I feel shortness of breath and dizziness again and all stuff, it might mean that the leads have not attached well, or maybe there's a problem with the thing. So I need to contact them. But I was told that most people don't experience most of the complications. So yeah, that is me with my pacemaker, JD. So if you like this video, please thumb up and then share it with others. This is the most important part I love. Everyone should be informative, and maybe, who knows, it might help someone tomorrow. And then please subscribe on this channel. So stay tuned for the next video. I will be talking about my experience as a patient. So stay blessed and have a lovely day. Bye for now.